So, out of 19 bands, this band in its first year finished in 4th place. Ladies and gentlemen, from Central Vermont, the Catamount Pipe Band. Of the Milk Bowl, the 2001 winner, the Flying Farmer driving for Jim Douglas from Morrisville, Dwayne Lampier. You ready for today?
I sure am. You know, this feels pretty neat. Some of the people, you know, John Paul Cabana, Bobby Dragon, Beaver, you know. I mean, I couldn't wait for this year, for this day.
Good luck to you. Tough day qualifying. What about today?
Yeah, we dug ourselves a hole yesterday, so I think we get ourselves out of it today. We got a good car and a little better than yesterday, so we'll see what happens.
Good luck to you. Of the Northeast, now back with the American-Canadian Tour from Milton, Vermont, John Paul Sear, 96 champion. Good luck to you. Hope you have a good ride.
Luck's one thing we're going to need here today. There's a lot of fast cars out there.
Well, give it everything you got, and we know you will.
Thank you.
Granite capital of the world, the 1991 victor, Dan Beatty. Now one of the head officials for the American-Canadian Tour. What a great field they've assembled for today's race.
They sure have. It's going to be a great race for the fans. I mean, they had 25 cars and they're a tenth of a second apart yesterday. It's real competitive.
All right, it is our honor to bring back to Thunder Road two-time winner of this event, 1973, 1987, winner of races from Florida to the Saguenay River, over 500 main event wins. He's retired about 6 times and come back. He's just come back from a heart surgery, so I don't think we're going to see him in another car for a while, but we're honored to have him here today. Canada's greatest stock car driver, Jean Paul Cabana. Hey, bonjour, and what a day we have for a race.
Oh, that's a very nice day, you know, and another thing I'm very happy to be here after the sick I was last year. I'm like a new man now, and I think that what Bobby Dagan tell me, what reason you don't restart the race. But I don't want to beat Bobby.
You're older than everybody here. You don't want to beat Bobby Dragon. That's very kind of you.
That's a good friend to me, and I'm very happy to be here.
We're very honored to have you here, Jean-Paul.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Dragon. Hey, you've got a kid in here. You've got a nephew in here today. It must make you feel pretty good.
We do. We got the whole family except my wife.
Well, she's disqualified. She has to take care of you.
That's right. That's for sure. No, I hope they do good.
I think they will for sure. The 1972 winner of this event, ladies and gentlemen, is another Dragon. Would you welcome Bob Dragon, who you'll see here today? What? They're talking about grandchildren and great-grandchildren? How does that make you feel, kid?
It makes me feel a whole lot younger, I'll tell you that.
What about this car? You had a great day qualifying yesterday. However, we should point out that some kid named Scott Dragon, who claims that you're his father, did a whale of a job, now qualified you.
Yeah, he certainly did. If I'd have just remembered to run it all the way down to turn one, I might have beaten him on the clock, but in the race is going to be another thing.
All right, give it your very best. We know you will. In this part of the country, former president of the United Racing Club and an all-time winner in Vermont from St. Johnsbury, John E. Gamble. How are you, John? What a field we have here today.
Oh, beautiful, Ken. Just beautiful, a beautiful weather. You might know it. Thunder Road, the greatest racetrack in the world.
Oh, we think so, and you help make it that.
We love it over here, Ken. We've been here a good many years, and boy, it's wonderful to be back again.
Thank you for being here today, John E. Gamble. The first man was in 1967, and he is with us today, Larry DeMar. Larry, I don't think anybody's going to duplicate what you did here today.
It's possible.
It's possible, but it's a long haul from the back in this 26-car field.
It sure is with the competition they have out here today. That's for sure.
Well, good luck many years to come. We hope you keep returning on Milk Bowl Sunday.
Well, I hope to be here many years to come and see you here, too.
All right. Well, we plan to be. Harold Hard Luck Hannaford. Well, you've seen almost all of them, and you won 2 of them. And what a field we have out here today.
I'll say, it's always a thrill to be here, a thrill to see these people here. They're the best fans in the world. I thought so 40 years ago when I won the first Milk Bowl, and I still think so.
Well, I think you're right, and we always appreciate having you back around for this show. You got any favorites? You got any picks you want to share with us?
I wouldn't dare to pick a favorite. I'm not so young as I used to be. Somebody might not like what I say.
Well, that's true, but a lot of people never liked what you said, Harold.
Well, that could be.
Okay, hang around. We want you to start this race today. Well, at this time, the award of the $1,000 pole position award made on behalf of Booth Brothers Dairy of Central Vermont by Lawrence Yost to Patrick LaPearl. Patrick, can you become the 4th Canadian driver to win this race?
I'm going to try, that's for sure. I mean, I see John Ball, and he told me some stuff that just before, and we're going to try.
Good luck to you. In the past, as we get down to race time. Pete Fecto wanted to be among the previous winners. He came close, but missed by 2 points 1 year ago. Pete Fecto first up.
He's almost up there. Get him to clamp. Just like you're doing. Go.
After 40 years, I get the privilege of saying, ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
That follows such a glorious pre-race ceremony here to kick off the 2002 New England Dodge Dealers Milk Bowl. There they are, 26 cars strong. It started yesterday with the Booth Brothers Good Dairy Time Trials, where Canadian Patrick LaPearl got the fastest time of the 44 cars in attendance to start on the pole. Third Canadian to do so for the Milk Bowl. And local driver Williamstown's Cooper. Salute from the crews of the ACT Dodge Tour. The battle flags are at full mast out of turn 4, and they wave them to their drivers. This is the time the crews wave their battle flags. They're ready for battle to find their way to the front row at the end of the 2002 New England Dodge Dealers Milk Bowl. The battle flags. Booth Brothers Hood Time Trials yesterday afternoon. On the inside, on the outside, Cooper McCritchie, the 2001 Thunder Road late model Rookie of the Year. Here they come, ladies and gentlemen, it's Milk Bowl time! Green is down. The 2002 39th New England Dodge Dealers Milk Bowl is underway. There's no break by the front row. The 91 LaPearl on the inside, Cooper McCritchie on the outside. Dave Pembroke right there in third as McCritchie gets the advantage on the outside. Cooper McCritchie, the Lowry's Auto Sales, number 3, up the high lane. LaPearl sideways in 1 and 2. Patrick LaPearl, the Demers Ambulance, car number 91. Works the inside of car. Oh, got trouble, turn 3. Todd Stone, Tracy Belrose, Brent Dragon involved. Sam Karen spins to the infield as the 55 Brent Dragon gets turned in turn 3. Tracy Belrose also involved, as was the 1 car of Todd Stone. Caution number 1 on lap number dealers. Milk Bowl, here we come. McCritchie on the inside. The 91, Patrick LaPearl on the outside, green flag. Green is out, and McCritchie goes way up the back straightaway. Here comes Cooper with a lead down the front stretch. Cooper McCritchie on the inside, Patrick LaPearl on the outside, then it's Dave Pembroke in the 44. The 92, Chad Wheeler right there in 4th spot now. Comes Dave Pembroke on the inside. Pembroke on the inside of the 91. Patrick LaPearl, the battle for second place. And Pembroke gets the second spot behind his former Flying Tiger teammate, the 3 of Cooper McCritchie. Down the back straightaway they go. It's McCritchie. Dave Pembroke in the 91, Patrick LaPearl, your top 3. 4th place, the 92, Chad Wheeler. 5th, the 7 of Eric Williams. Derek Bing, 6th spot. Bobby Dragon, 7th. 8th is the battle. Battle for 8th spot, the 70, Scott Dragon on the inside. The 18 of Jamie Fisher on the outside. Battle for 8th spot in turn 3 and 4. Into turns 1 and 2, the field goes. Still a lot of heavy traffic. Deep in the field, the 14, Phil Scott, your point leader. Meyer deep in the field. Brian Moore, Joey LeCaire, Dave Wilcox, all trapped deep in the field. Into turns 3 and 4 now. It's the 3, Cooper McCritchie, your leader, followed by the 44 of Dave Pembroke. Patrick LaPearl in the 91, the 92 of Chad Wheeler, your top 5 now. Eric Williams rounds out the top 5. 6th place, the 31 of Derek Bing. 7th, Bobby Dragon. And the 70 of Scott Dragon is 8th spot, taken away from the 18 of Jamie Fisher. Tracy Belrose in the Merchants Bank Freedom Links car number 2 works the outside lane, works the high lane. On the 72, Jacob McGrath. She works outside, high outside, with a right front fender rubbing ever so gently on that tire. Down the back straightaway, she makes it past McGrath, and now is her sights set on the 75 car of Pete Bechtel. The pole winner and track record holder of this race for the ACT Dodge Tour. Bechtel in the 75, in 10th spot now, getting the battle from Tracy Belrose. The battles for 10th spot out of turn 3 and 4. Out of turn 4 is your leader, McRitchie. 16 laps in the books. Here's Bobby Dragon working the outside of Derek Bing now. The battle is for 6th spot. Derek Bing on the inside. Bobby Dragon on the outside. The battle's for 6 now in turn 3 and 4. Here they come across the line. Bobby Dragon with the lead. Bobby Dragon battling the outside of Derek Bing. Trouble in turns 1 and 2. Brian Moore goes around. Yellow flag. Caution on the speedway. Moore sitting broadside in front of Tarzan. McRitchie on the inside. The 44, Pembroke on the outside. Out of turn 4, they look at Chief Starter Mike Wilder. Green flag. A pair of former Rookie of the Year champions. Door to door at the restart in the front row. Out of turn 4, McRitchie with the lead. But here comes Pembroke on the outside. Cooper McRitchie gets the advantage on the inside, bringing in the 91. Patrick LaPearl with him now. LaPearl on the inside, battle for 2nd spot. LaPearl downstairs in the Demers ambulance, number 91. The Vermont State Employees Credit Union, number 44. Pembroke on the outside. Battle for 2nd spot goes to LaPearl on the 91. And Pembroke trying to sneak inside, but no. Yes, he does make it in there behind the 91 car. A good lift on the 7 car of Eric Williams, allowing the 44 Pembroke to make his way in front in 3rd spot. Top 5 cars now, nose to tail. The 73, Bobby Dragon working the outside again of the 31 of Derek Bing. Bing on the inside, Bobby Dragon on the outside. His son Scott now looking to make the same move on the outside of Bing out of turn 4. Bobby Dragon making his way through the field on the outside. The 1972 Milk Bowl champion working the outside lane for 6th spot. Halfway this time. Halfway and a $500 bonus from New Hampshire International Speedway to the 3 car of Cooper McRitchie. And McRitchie with a 4 car length advantage over the 91, Patrick LaPearl. 3rd place, the 44 of Dave Pembroke. 4th is 7 of Eric Williams. 5th, the 92 car, Chad Wheeler. And the battle continues for 6th spot. The 31, Derek Bing in the subway. Number 31 on the inside of the Mansfield Hellaflight car, number 73 of Bobby Dragon. The Mad Dog Motorsports car on the outside on the 73. The inside is Derek Bing, the battle for 6th spot. Sideways comes Bobby Dragon out of turn 4. Bill Scott's making his way up through the field. Bobby Dragon now settles back in behind Derek Bing in 7th spot. 8th is Son Scott, 9th Todd Stone, 10th is Tracy Belrose, 11th Jacob McGrath, and 12th now is the 14 car of Bill Scott. Bill Scott, who started 19th on the field, has made his way up to 12th and battling for 11th spot with a 72 of Jacob McGrath. The current ACT Dodge Tour point leader. Tries to work the outside of McGrath. No, goes high, falls back in the 14 car. 72 McGrath hangs on to 11th spot. 19 laps remain in segment 1. Todd Stone battling with Tracy Melrose. The battle is for 9th spot. Stone of the G-Stone Motors, car number 1. On the inside, Tracy Melrose in the Merchants Bank Freedom Links, car number 2. On the outside, battle is for 9th spot with Melrose up high. Oh, they touch, they both spin sideways, they hang on to it. Jacob McGrath jumps to the outside lane. McGrath makes the pass into 9th spot. They're in the 10th spot in front of the crew of Tracy Melrose. Todd Stone hangs on to 9th. Down the back into turn 3 and 4. Out of turn 4 now is your leader into turn 1 is the 3 car of Cooper McRitchie. Tracy Melrose now working the inside of Jacob McGrath to regain the spot she just lost. Melrose on the inside in the 2, the Merchants Bank car. On the outside, the 72 Dodge Intrepid RT, the Mountain Green Resort car of McGrath. McGrath sideways out of turn 4, gets into Melrose and the 14 of Phil Scott. Meanwhile, Cooper McRitchie out for a Sunday afternoon drive in car number 3 with now a 10-car length advantage over the 91 of Patrick O'Pearl. Jacob McGrath going backwards on the outside. Your leader is Cooper McRitchie. 2nd place, Patrick O'Pearl. 3rd place, Dave Pembroke. 4th place, the 7 of Eric Williams. 5th place, the 92 of Chad Wheeler. Battle for 6 again between the 31, Derek Bing, and the 73 of Bobby Dragon. That battle for 6th spot in the back straightaway into turn 3 with 10 laps to go now. 10 to go in the Milk Bowl. To go now, 9 to go as Bobby Dragon continues the battle with 6th spot with Derek Bing. A great clean race for 6 in turns 1 and 2. 8th is the 70th Scott Dragon, 9th Todd Stone, 10th Tracy Melrose. Phil Scott's 11th, 12th the 8 of Rich Lowry. 13th Jacob McGrath, 14th the 40 car Dwayne Landseer. 15th is Pete Pecto. Now your leader's in heavy lap traffic now. Your leader getting into lap traffic in turns 1 and 2. Now Todd Stone feeling the heat from Tracy Melrose. Melrose to the inside of Stone. The battle in the backstretch as Bobby Dragon makes the move into 6th spot with 5 laps to go when they come back. 5 to go to your leader on the back straightaway as Cooper McRitchie now has got a front windshield full of lap traffic. 5 laps to go. Bobby Dragon makes it into 6th spot. The battle continues for 9th with Tracy Melrose on the inside of Todd Stone. Melrose and Stone battling for a 9th spot down the front straightaway. They're dead even. Battle for 9th. As your leaders in heavy lap traffic. 2 laps to go when they come back. 2 laps to go. To go for Cooper McRitchie in car number 3. White flag when they come back. White flag when they come back. White flag for Cooper McRitchie as Patrick O'Pearl is nearly caught McRitchie. 1 lap to go, but does he have anything for him as Todd Stone works the outside of Scott Dragon for 8th spot now. White flag in the air, checkers now. Cooper McRitchie, winner of segment 1. 2nd place, the 91, Patrick O'Pearl. 3rd place, the 7 of Eric Williams. 4th place, the 44, Dave Pembroke. 5th, the 92, Chad Wheeler. 6th, Bobby Dragon. 7th.
Of honor for Cooper McRitchie. Beginning right where he ended yesterday afternoon. He was flying in the Twin 50s came out victorious, and this car is hooked up. Let's get him out of here for Mick Ritchie. Well, Coop, you decimated him in round one.
Yeah, I can't believe it. The car's just flawless. It really feels good for a change. You know, usually by 50 laps it starts to go away, but being out front, I was able to take care of my tires, and hopefully it worked for us.
Well, you certainly gave it a good run. What about in the second segment? You've got to come from dead last.
Yeah, I just got to try to be patient. That's kind of hard for me, but I'll try my best.
All right, well, you've got to try and be patient. Ladies and gentlemen, Cooper McRitchie.
Brendan Moody Jr. in the 94, the 3, Justin St. Louis, Dave Allen in the 11, Matt Potter in the 23, Aaron Maynard in the 46, Rich Watson, Curtis LeGrave, Tony Wheelock, Dave Spalding, Kerry Henry, Dave Cousin, Aaron Thomas, Ryan Rogers, round out the field, green flag. 20 laps for the Crunch Bunch. The Al Lumber Street Stocks. For segment one of their two-segment mini milk bowl, the 92 car Colburn gets in trouble. Oh, there goes Flying Fred off into the infield. 20 laps, 36 cars. And Billy Comey goes to the infield as well as we get some early turmoil in the early laps of the mini milk bowl for the Al Lumber Street Stocks. Dan Bigelow with a loose handling race car sideways on the back straightaway for the last 2 laps. Into turns 1 and 2 down the backstretch. Dan Bigelow on the inside, the racing lawyer. Steve McLeod on the outside. Oh, trouble in the backstretch. Rabideau gets involved. The 13, Roger Hutchinson, also collected in that incident. We stay green. We stay under the green flag. Your leaders at 33, Jen Bigelow. 38, Steve McLeod on the outside. The 30 of Lloyd Blakely is in third. Fourth place, Super Joe Fecto. The top 4 unchanged from the grid. Here comes the Beatty girl, the 53, Renee Beatty. In 5th position, the battle for second between McLeod and Blakely now. Battle for second spot on the inside, the 30 of Lloyd Blakely. The outside, Steve McLeod in the 38 car. Blakely sideways, McLeod to the wall down the front stretch. Down the back chute they go. The 33, Jen Bigelow, continues your lead. The 78, Ryan Nolan, working his way up the outside. Nolan started 22nd on the field, and he's made his way close to the top 10. He's just outside, or actually he's in the top 10. He's 10th now. The 16-year-old driver, car number 78, Nolan, from Georgia, Vermont, working the tempo through its paces. Battle for the lead in turn 3 and 4. Lloyd Blakely on the outside of Jen Bigelow. Blakely with the momentum up high, takes the lead away. Blakely on the outside, drives around the 33 Bigelow. Super Joe Fecto now in 3rd spot. Renee Beatty 4th. McLeod is 5th. Tom Smith, Tommy Thunder is 6th in the 22. The battle for 7th with his 71 car. Travis Paquette takes the spot from Spooner and now works on the 22 with Tommy Smith. Halfway this time. Halfway has come and gone. 9 laps remain. The 28, Matt Potter sideways. Hangs on to the car. Your battle for the lead is no longer a battle. Blakely has in lap traffic. Second place to 75, Super Joe Fecto. Third place, Jen Bigelow in the 33. Renee Beatty is 4th in the 53 car. Oh, there goes Tommy Thunder. Sideways down the front stretch. Oh, comes out right in front of the 29 car. Wiener gives him a boot in turn 2. Super Joe's around now. That was our second place car. Fecto loops it in turn 3. Now your leader is the 30 car of Lloyd Blakely. Second place is the 33, Jen Bigelow. Third is the 53 car of Renee Beatty, but here comes Travis Paquette. Paquette on the outside of Renee Beatty. Behind lap traffic, Paquette takes the spot. Travis Paquette in the 73 will now take third spot away. 3 wide down the backstretch. It's a Rene Beatty sandwich in the 4. Eddie Companion takes the 4th spot away from the 53 of Beatty, but here comes Rene back on the inside. Rene Beatty down the inside. The 4. Ed Companion up high. The battle is for 4th spot. And Ed Companion has it, and here's Ryan Nolan in the 78. 3 laps to go when Blakely returns. 3 to go when Lloyd Blakely comes back to the line in car number 30. Second place is a 33, Jen Bigelow. Third is Travis Paquette, and Paquette putting the heat on the 33 car of Bigelow, and here comes Ed Companion to the outside. Companion in the 4, working the high lane around Rene Beatty, who's trapped behind lap cars. Ryan Nolan's going to try to make it 3 wide, but backs out of the car. Oh, Billy Comey gets a piece of the wall, and the front stretch keeps on going. 2 laps to go. 2 to go at the line now, as Blakely comes to the white flag out of turn number 4. Lloyd Blakely, your white flag, first to the white flag. Second place is the battle. The 33, Jen Bigelow. Oh, trouble, we got a car flipping down the front stretch. Roger Hutchinson. Red flag on the speedway. The 13, Roger Hutchinson, cuts the right front tire. Hits the wall, flips over. Here come the leaders getting the red flag. Everybody coming to a halt as Roger Hutchinson in the 13 cuts a right front tire, gets into the front stretch Widowmaker, flips the car down the front straightaway. Speedway Safety Services at the scene. We'll have a report for you in a moment. The 93, Brian Rogers Jr. and Tony Wheelock also involved in the incident. Jamie Rabideau got collected in the incident on the front straightaway, coming as the cars came down under lap number 19. He's out of the car. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you have, a round of applause. Roger Hutchinson taking a nasty flip down the front stretch on the white. Outside, green flag. Green is down in the 80 car. Pete Ainsworth takes the lead from the outside of the front row. Ainsworth in car number 80. Gets the lead and is beginning to pull away now. Joe Steffen, the current point leader of the Napa Auto Parts Flying Tigers, stuck deep into the field. Steffen starting 22nd this afternoon in segment 1 of the Mini Milk Pro for the Napa Tigers. 2 25-lap segments for the Dodge dealers, Mini Milk Pro, and Pete Ainsworth continues to lead, lap number 4. Battle for third spot, the 18, Chuck Perkins on the inside of Beetle Bailey. Mike Bailey, the champion of Riverside Speedway in their sportsman division this season, works the outside of Chuck Perkins. Battle for third spot. Perkins will have the position on the inside. Here comes Bailey back upstairs. Mark Jones, David Redmond in the 23. David Welch all right behind that battle. Perkins now with the advantage in third spot. Pete Ainsworth, the 96 Boudreaux, who's now closing the gap on the leader. And the 18, Chuck Perkins, your top 3. Look out, Steffen goes around. Joe Steffen loops the 00. Everybody gets around. Yellow flag, caution on the speedway in front of the field. Everybody trying to clear the 00. He's got a left rear tire down. 7 laps down out of turn 4. Green flag. Green is out. Ainsworth gets the jump on the inside lane once again in the back straightaway. Ainsworth on the inside on the 80 car. That's Pete Ainsworth. Brian Boudreau is second. Oh, trouble for Travis Calkins. Travis Calkins, car number 21, has trouble. He heads down pit road. The number 4 point driver heads down pit road early in segment 1. Look out, Josh Lovely goes around. Lovely in car number 54 started 12th on the grid. Spins down the back, or the turn 3 and 4. Down the back straightaway, your leader, the 80 of Pete Ainsworth, followed by the 96 Brian Boudreau, the 16 David Redmond in second spot. Redmond on the outside takes a peek to Brian Boudreau. Here he goes. Redmond to the outside in turn 3. David Redmond takes a peek. Oh, loses traction high lane. Comes back down behind the 96 of Boudreau. Pete Ainsworth, Brian Boudreau, the 16, David Redmond, the 10 car of Beetle Bailey, your top 4. Then it's 5th place, the 18 of Chuck Perkins. Pete Ainsworth in the 80 continues to lead. Your front runners still held up deep in the field. The 44, Justin Hart, rookie driver, working the outside of David Welch. Welch in the 23. The 44, Hart on the outside, down the front straightaway. Hart loses that position. Here comes Chip Grenier looking to break free on the outside. Grenier in the 66 working the high lane around the 89 of Ray Stearns. The 81 of Jimmy Young now going backwards on the outside. Here comes Grenier, the first car to try to break free. Down the back straightaway to turns 3 and 4. Grenier in the 66 now is broken free and is working the high lane. Roger Brown, Reno Gervais, and Marceau Gravel in tow. But they're a ways away from the 80 car of Pete Ainsworth with just 7 laps to go. Look out! Stephan goes around again. Mark Barnier goes around in turn 1. Everybody moving Barnier on pit road. We'll see if he can get the 0 car refired. 5 laps to go this time. 5 to go for the 80 of Pete Ainsworth. 5 laps for Ainsworth. 5 to go as Barnier refires the 0 car. Brian Boudreau, David Redmond, Mike Bailey, and the 23, David Welch, your top 5. The top 5 cars, here comes Welch now to make a move on the outside of Bailey. Grenier marching up the outside. Justin Hart working the outside now with the 29 of Mark Jones. Travis Calkins rejoins the field. Calkins several laps down in the 21, 6 to the high lane. Down the backstretch, it's the 80 of Ainsworth, the 96, Brian Boudreau, the 16, David Redmond. Battle for 4th spot, the 23 of Welch on the outside of Beetle Bailey. He takes 4th spot away by just a fender now. Justin Hart working the outside of Chris Scout. Mark Jones now makes the lane change. The outside lane coming together now for the Tigers. Just 2 laps to go for Ainsworth. 2 to go at the line. 2 to go for Ainsworth. Brian Boudreau, David Redmond, David Welch, and the 10 car of Beetle Bailey. White flag. Checkers are in the air. This time, checkers fly for Ainsworth. The 96, Boudreau, David Redmond, David Welch, Mike Bailey, your top 5. Ninth running of the New England Dodge Dealers Milk Bowl. A round of applause, if you will, the Froggy 100.9, car number 80, Pete Ainsworth. for the segment 1 win of the Napa Tiger Mini Milk Bowl. Chad Wheeler, the 44, Dave Pembroke, the 7 of Eric Williams, Patrick LaPearl, and your winner of segment 1, Cooper McRitchie, will start on the tail. As Ken mentioned, keep your eyes. Jamie Fisher, Ryan Moore sets the pace out of turn 4, green flag. Flag is down. The 18 Fisher with a jump on the inside, but here comes Moore back upstairs. Ryan Moore in the R.C. Moore Snyder's Pretzels, car number 47, works the outside of the 18 of Jamie Fisher for the lead. Drug drifting high in the middle of the field, loses the spot to the 07 of Sam Caron. Moore with the lead out of turn 4. Your low point drivers. Cooper McRitchie starting to make his way up through. He makes it past the 91 of the Pearl. Works the outside of Dave Pembroke. The race within a race between the 91 LaPearl, the 3, Cooper McRitchie, the 44, Pembroke, the 7 of Williams, and Bobby Dragon, the 73. Look out! Trouble, turns 1 and 2. Dave Whitcomb goes around. The 07, Sam Caron loops it in. The 72, McGrath gets around. The 14, Phil Scott involved in. Cooper McRitchie gets hung up in it. Pace car shuts the lights down. Ryan Moore on the inside. And the 18 Pace out of turn 4. They look at Chief Starter Mike Wilder. Green flag. Green flag is out. The 47 Moore on the inside has got the Hurricane to contend with on the outside. They touch out of turn 4. Fisher gets the lead. Fisher on the outside of Ryan Moore. They have switched positions from the initial start where Moore took the lead on the outside. But Fisher has got the SDR Concrete car, number 18, working up high, but Moore comes back downstairs. Your top 4 point cars are in their own little group at the tail of the field right now, unable to make any gains. Ryan Moore, your leader, followed by the 18 of Jamie Fisher, the 16 of Dave Wilcox, the 25. Dave Whitcomb, your top 4. The 6, Chris Bichon, is 5th, hitting the battle now from the 64 of Gene Paul Sear. Battle for 5th spot. Sear on the outside. The 6, Chris Bichon downstairs. They're door to door out of turns 3 and 4. And Sear gets the slight advantage at the line. The 47, Ryan Moore, continues to lead. The 18, Jamie Fisher, second. Third place is Dave Wilcox. Now the 92, Chad Wheeler, and the 44, Dave Pembroke, trying to make some move up, down, through the back of the pack, but at this point, unable to make any gains. The 73, Bobby Dragon clicks off the 2 of Tracy Belrose. Dragon starting to make his way up on the inside. Ryan Moore in the 47, the 18, Jamie Fisher nose to tail for first and second. Then we have a 3-car length interval to the 16 of Dave Wilcox. Gene Paul Sear working the outside of Sam Caron now. Sear seems to be going backwards in the high lane as Chris Bichon has made it down the inside. Caron now working the low lane. Here comes Dwayne Lanphier. Lanphier in the Douglas for Governor, car number 40, works the inside of Gene Paul Sear in the top 10. Lanphier on the move downstairs. Gene Paul Sear going backwards. Dwayne Lanphier, who started 13th. at the 7th spot in 16 laps. Lanphier with 14 points coming into segment 2 is doing the best he can to make his way up and get as little points as possible. Bobby Dragon gets to the inside of the 1 car. Bobby Dragon, winner of this event back in 1972, is working his way through. Winner of segment 2 a year ago. Bobby Dragon making his way up. Derek Bing in the 31 now, working the outside lane around the 52 of Buzzy Bezanson. The Subway, car number 31, with 7 points coming into this event. This segment, working the outside lane. The driver moving up the most at this point, though, the 40 car to Wayne Lanphier, as Patrick LaPerle stuck deep in the field. 5 laps shy of halfway in segment 2 of the New England Dodge Dealers 39th running of the Milk Bowl. And your low-point cars are stuck deep back at the end of the field. Ryan Moore, Jamie Fisher, Dave Wilcox, your top 3. Wilcox with 24 points coming into segment 2, hanging on to a strong 3rd place, but here comes Lanphier to the inside of Chris Bajad. Bobby Dragon makes it to the inside of Buzzy Bezanson now. Dragon to the Mansfield Helifight, Gary Clay Builder's car, number 70, Bobby Dragon making his way through. Jamie Fisher, the 16, Dave Wilcox, your top 3. The 25, Dave Whitcomb is 4th. 5th place is the 6th of Chris Bashad. Ryan Moore collects the $500 bonus from New Hampshire International Speedway. Lowry, Dwayne Lanphier, battling for 6th position. Lowry gets the position. Rich Lowry in the 8th car with 12 points coming into the Milk Bowl segment 2. And Dwayne Lanphier with 14 points, working their way through the field. Rich Lowry now in 6th position. Dwayne Lanphier going backwards, it seems. Lanphier coming off the pace in the 40 car as he gets split 3 wide down the backstretch. Jean-Paul Sear sideways. Sear goes around in turn 3. Everybody steers clear as Dwayne Lanphier, well off the pace, yellow flag, caution on the speedway. Yellow is out, caution on the speedway as Pete Fecto and Dwayne Lanphier tangle in the backstretch, and Fecto loses the snout of the car. Right now, Rich Lowry with 12. Fisher again sets the pace. Off the lap 31 restart. Here we go. Out of turn 4, green flag. Green is down, and look at Dave Wilcox call up to the back bumper of the 47 of Ryan Moore. Moore on the inside will take the lead back again from the 18 of Jamie Fisher. On the restart, Moore is your leader. Fisher goes to 2nd place, and here comes Wilcox with him on the inside. Fisher sideways, nearly into the wall in the front stretch. As the 16, Dave Wilcox works the inside of Jamie Fisher, the battle for 2nd place out of turn 4. Patrick LaPearl working the outside of the 52 of Buzzy Bezanson now. LaPearl working his way on the outside lane. Bobby Dragon, Dave Pembroke, Cooper McRitchie on the inside. The 91 Patrick LaPearl working the outside lane on the outside of Buzzy Bezanson. Ryan Moore finishing 25th in segment 1. All he can do is win this one, and he's in line to do that with 13 laps to go. Battle continues for second spot as Dave Wilcox works the outside lane, or the inside lane of the 18 of Jamie Fisher. Wilcox to second place. Wilcox back to second. Fisher hanging tough by just a fender length behind. The 8 car, Rich Lowry, moves into 5th spot now. Derek Bing, Bobby Dragon working the inside lane. Down on the low side of the 15 of Joey LeCaire. The battle continues for second now. Jamie Fisher with an advantage. Fisher on the outside with a half a car length on the 16 of Wilcox out of turn 4. Fisher with second now. Ryan Moore, Jamie Fisher, Dave Wilcox, Chris Bushon 4th. 5th place, the 8 of Rich Lowry. For 6th spot, Sam Karen on the inside of the 25, Dave Whitcomb. With your low point cars working their way behind Karen on the inside lane. Dave Wilcox sideways in turns 1 and 2 down the back stretch. Into turns 3 and 4. 5 laps to go for Ryan Moore. 5 to go for the Snyder's next, car number 47. And the 18 of Jamie Fisher, and now Chris Bouchard battling for 3rd. Bouchard battling the outside of Dave Wilcox for 3rd spot. Down the back straightaway they go. Bouchard for 3rd. Here comes Rich Lowry in car number 8. 4 to go now. Down the back chute they go one more time. 3 laps to go as Sam Karen hangs on to the front. The 6th, 7th place spot in front of the 31 of Derek Bing. Battle for 4th spot. 2 laps to go this time. 2 to go for Ryan Moore at the line. Jamie Fisher, Chris Bouchard, Rich Lowry, and the 5th place car, the 16 of Dave Pembroke. Battle for 6th spot. The 07 of Sam Karen working the inside as the outside lane is filled by the 31 of Derek Bing. White flag, 1 lap to go. Rich Lowry picks up another spot. Lowry to 4th place now. Checkers are in the air, and it's Ryan Moore, Jamie Fisher, Chris Bouchard, Rich Lowry, the 16 of Dave Wilcox, Derek Bing, Sam Karen, Bobby Dragon. What a second segment. Boy, this has certainly mixed up the points. We're looking unofficially at a tie. Returning the checkered flag of segment 2, the 47 Ryan Moore. And we're going to go down to Ken Squire.
The most competitive field we've ever had. They qualified 25 cars within about a tenth of a second of each other yesterday. And it's certainly indicative of what we saw here in the second segment. As Ryan Moore, the 19-year-old from Scarborough, Maine, whose dad is racing down at Stafford Springs today, just had a tough time in the first round, and right now he's right back in the middle of it. Let's hear it for Ryan Moore, ladies and gentlemen, the kid from Scarborough, Maine. Boy, position's everything today, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. The car's going good, and this whole field's just so tight. It's real hard to make up, and you got to have a lot of luck in a real good car, and we're going to keep tuning on this thing, and we'll see what happens in this 3rd segment.
You're saying the car is not where you want it yet, Ryan?
It's not perfect. You're never going to have a perfect race car. It's a real tough racetrack, and I I mean, every time I go around here, I think I learn a little bit something more. And I want to thank Snyder's and R.C. Moore, all the sponsors, and everyone that's bringing the sport here to the track. Thank them a lot.
Okay, Ryan, go get him. And 2, Steve Violet. The 11 is David Allen, Brendan Moody Jr. in the 94, Rusty Deweese in the 35, Tim Spooner in the 12, Ryan Nolan in the 7th, and final segment of the Mini Milk Bowl for the Al Number Street Stocks. 20 laps out of turn 4, green flag. Green is out, and Tommy Thunder gets the jump to the inside of the 66 of Patrick Underwood. Smith in the 22 has the lead. Underwood second, third place Flying Fred in the 50. Oh, we're going 3 wide down the front stretch. Keep your eye on that 78 car, Ryan Nolan, and the 30 of Lloyd Blakely. Nolan, fast car on the outside lane as we're going to go 3 wide. Goosen up above the outside. In the 84 pickup truck, and they sandwich Kerry Henry in the 32. Steve McLeod falling off the pace. They're bunching them up in the back of the pack, but right now Tom Smith has the lead in the 22 car. Oh, trouble! Turn front straightaway as Kerry Henry once again gets a piece of the Widowmaker. Not quite so bad as a few weeks ago. We got a bumper at the exit to pit road. Tom Smith continues to be your leader. The battle for second place. Jamie Rabideau on the inside. The Airborne Raceway 2002 champion takes second away from Underwood in the 66. Then you have Underwood in the battle for 4th spot. The 83 Comey on the inside of Flying Fred Fleury, and Steve McLeod loops in turn 4. Steve McLeod loops the 38. The racing lawyer is going to keep it parked there by the looks of it for the moment. Ryan Nolan racing his way up through the field. Lloyd Blakely still trapped deep in the field, just 4 cars from the tail, as the 78 Nolan working his way behind the logger through the field. He's about midway through. Tom Thunder running away in the 22 car. Look out, Blakely sideways. Oh, the point. The Thunder owner, Milkpool point leader, spins, backing it up the racetrack. Not my choice, but he's going to do it anyway. Here he goes, a lap down. Well, there goes Lloyd Blakely's shot of winning the Milk Bowl, as he is now a lap down, and look out, the 07 Spalding goes around. Nate Spalding, oh, and Blakely goes off turn 4 into the styrofoam barriers. Yellow flag, caution on the speedway, as Lloyd Blakely harpoons. Turn 4, Lloyd Blakely is okay. He can hear you in the race car. Let's have a round of applause. Lloyd Blakely coming in as the leader of the Milk Bowl in this segment. Sees it go up in smoke as he directly after the winner's circle of the Street Stock finale. Pace car will be diving in this time. Tommy Thunder will start outside on number 1. Then it's Patrick Underwood and Billy Comey. Here we come. Out of turn 4, chief starter Mike Wilder looks them over, green flag. Green is down. Tommy Smith on the inside. As Jamie Rabideau on the outside. Smith gets the jump on the inside, and here comes Rabideau back upstairs. Halfway when they come back. Halfway for the 19. Jamie Rabideau as he works the outside of Smith. Oh, they touch in turns 3 and 4. Rabideau with the lead. Look out, the 3rd place car goes around. Underwood loops the 66 car. Jamie Rabideau, your leader, followed by Tommy Thunder, Billy Comey. In the battle for 4th spot, the 92, Colburn, Scott Colburn on the outside. A fly-in Fred Fleury, 3 wide down the backstretch. Justin St. 4 wide in turn 3. Justin St. Louis hung out to dry. A good lift for the car number 3, and he loses 4 spots when we go 4 wide. And look out, Danny Bigelow sideways. Sideways again, he hangs on to the car. No, it is not. Off he goes. The 2, Bigelow goes around. The 23, Potter. Coulson's involved. Yellow flag. Caution on the speedway. Ryan Nolan dodges a bullet. Justin St. Louis dodges a bullet. And Dave Coulson doesn't quite dodge the bullet in the 84 car. Whoa, and the 47 Wiener is still wrecking. It's yellow, Willie. You don't think the Dodge Dealers Intrepid pace car heads for safety. Jamie Rabideau and Scott Coburn will set the pace. 8 laps remaining. Green flag. Oh, trouble at the front of the field. Coburn sideways. They get it corrected, and David Allen just shoots right through. 4 wide. Oh, trouble in turn 3. Potter goes around. Super Joe's collected. The 93 goes around. Everybody makes it clear as Dave Allen just charges his way through in the 11 car. On the outside, 5 laps to go when they come back. 5 laps to go for Jamie Rabideau in the 19 car. Rabideau now gets 4 to go. 5 now. 5 to go for Jamie Rabideau, and segment 2 will be over. Followed by the 07 and 8 Spalding, Tony Wheelock in the 39, and Denson David Allen. Allen, who finished in the top 10 of segment 1, looks like he may be on his way to a milk bowl win here in segment 2, as he's just 4 spots back. And 4 spot, and he's looking to make up some more ground. Trouble in turn 4. The 82 gets sideways. Everybody makes it. The 82 gets refired. Oh, Super Joe's around to the front stretch. Yellow flag. Caution on the speedway. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Out, David hits the 75. Bechtel head on to the front stretch. He keeps the car running. David out of turn number 3. Pace cars in. Here we go. Rabideau on the inside. Nate Spalding on the outside. Green flag. 3 to go. Keep your eye on the 78 and the 94. Ryan Nolan and little Brendan Moody as they battle it out in turn 3 and 4. The 19 car. Jamie Rabideau with the lead. 3 wide down the front stretch. Watch the 11 and Dave Allen try to charge his way back to the front, but he's going to run out of time. White flag this time. 1 more lap to go. Here comes Dolan on the outside of Tony Wheelock. Checkers are in the air. Jamie Rabideau wins the segment. Nate Spalding, second. Third place is 72, LeGray. Fourth place, Tony Wheelock. Fifth place is 78, Ryan Nolan. Sixth to 94 of Brendan Moody. 4 car of Brendan Moody, as Brendan gives the 78 Ryan Nolan a thumbs up as they pass each other on the racetrack. I believe they know already how the turnout is, as we're going to hold the 78 and Nolan, the 94 car. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, car number 78, 16 years old, Ryan Nolan. Ryan Nolan, Brendan Moody, and Tim Spooner, your top 3. We head down trackside to Ken Squire.
Well, here he is, ladies and gentlemen. He's 16 years old. He built the car himself. he wrote a little note and he pinned it, or he taped it in here that says, "Patience, and you will prevail." And that's exactly what he did. Ryan Nolan from Georgia, Vermont. Big sign in the inside cap that says, "In memory of Aunt Shirley." Well, here he is. Let's hear it for Ryan Nolan. Careful now, Ryan. Don't break anything after the race is over. Oh, my goodness. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Ryan, congratulations.
Thank you, man. That was an incredible race. That was so much fun. There was so many things happening at once. I can't believe it.
Well, your dad built your car, or you built a car with your dad, or for your dad a year ago, built this one yourself, and boy, your message to yourself in here, you taped in there that says, "Patience and you will prevail." That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, that's what my dad wrote for me, actually, and I've looked at it every race now, and it actually helps. I got to thank my sponsors and my dad, my family, my mom, everybody who helps me, Gary and Andrew, everybody. My Uncle Matt, he's a video camera guy, and this race goes to my cousin Alan. He's got cancer right now, and I said on the radio 4 days ago that I'm going to bring home the trophy for him, so this goes to him.
All right. Nice run, Ryan. Ryan Nolan wins the Mini Milk Bowl. He's 16. 10 or 15 years from now, look out for the Nolan kids from Georgia, Vermont. Top three in the street, and wow, what a incredible conclusion we're going to have on the Milk Bowl today. McRitchie leading with 12 points after a first and an 11th. Derek Ming is driving a great race today, 7 and 6 for 30.
Pete Ainsworth. Here we go. 25 laps. Segment 2. This is it for the Tigers green flag. Green flag is out. Battle for the lead. Travis Calkins on the outside. Doug Murphy downstairs into turns 1 and 2. Keep your eye on the segment point leaders. Back at the last end of the field. Oh, your leaders touch in turns 1 and 2. They lean on each other down the back straightaway. The 4, Doug Murphy on the inside. The 21, Travis Calkins upstairs. Door to door for the lead. 00, Joe Steffen running third in the Northern Coal and Oil car. He hangs onto it. Travis Calkins on the outside. The 4, Doug Murphy downstairs. The battle again for the lead. Calkins has the position. And from 10th on back, they're door to door. 10th to 25th. Side by side racing. No break in the field. Calkins now secures the lead. Starts to pull away. Steffen working the outside of Doug Murphy now. Joe Steffen, who spun twice in the first segment, works the outside of Murphy for second spot, as he now is challenged by the 8 car of John Hayes. Hayes takes the position away from Steffen. Steffen falls to 4th. Mark Barnier 5th, 6th place Jerry Wentz in the 34. The 72, Chris Genro is 7th. In the 40, working the outside of Ray Stearns. Battle inside the top 10. Marcel Gravel making his way up now on the outside. Reno Gervais right there in the 12 car. Roger Brown working the inside lane. They're starting to make their way into the top 10. Chris Genro sideways in turn 4. Oh, trouble in the front stretch. They're stacking up. Trevor Lyman gets off the base and runs backwards. Travis Calkins. Second, Doug Murphy. Third, John Hayes in the 8 car. Fourth, 00, Joe Steffen. Fifth, the 0, Mark Barnier. Sixth place, the 34, Jerry Winch. 7, the 72, Chris Genro. 8, the 79, Jason Bonnet. 9th, the 89, Ray Stearns. The 12, Reno Gervais is 10th. 11th is the 99 of Roger Brown. The 2 car, Eric Pembroke is 12th. 13th, the 40 car of Trevor Lyman. Battle for third spot. Joe Steffen on the inside of the 00 of car number 8, John Hayes. The battle for third is in turn number 1. 10 laps to go when they come back. Laps to go. For your leader, the 21. For the 4 of Doug Murphy. Battle for 10th spot between the 99, Roger Brown, and the 12, Reno Gervais. Battle for 10th now, as there are 2 cars too deep, 4 cars too deep. In for 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th out of turn 4. Stearns working the inside of Chris Genro. He gets a peek to the inside lane. Genro goes way high out of turn 4. Bonnet sideways. Battle continues for third spot. Steffen on the inside. The 8 of John Hayes upstairs out of turn 4. Hayes sideways out of 4. Roger Brown has now made his way in the 10th spot. Oh, trouble, trouble. In the wall they go. Running along his roof out of turn 4. Red flag on the speedway. Red flag as the 79, Jason Bonnet, gets sideways into the 99. They both head for the turn 1 wall. Bonnet gets on his side and onto his roof. Roger Brown of the 99 car involved as well. Ladies and gentlemen, word from Speedway Safety Services. Jason Bonnet is okay. A round of applause, if you will, for the 79. Jason Bonnet and the 99 Roger Brown also involved, battling for 8th and 9th position with just 7 laps remaining in segment 2 of the Dodge Dealers Mini event for the Allen Lumber Street Stocks. That all takes place. Next Sunday afternoon, post time 1:30. We look forward to seeing you right here. The final event of the 2002 season here at the nation's side of excitement as we wrap out the year. Here we go out of turn 4. Green flag, 7 laps to go. Laps remain in the mini milk bowl for the Napa Tigers. Travis Calkins, oh, look out! Reno Gervais goes around. Off the top of turn 3 and 4. Roger Brown involved. Chip Grenier, Ray Stearns. The 2 Eric Pembroke slides to avoid. Yellow flag, caution on the speedway. Here may be something warm to drink as the shadows start to invade Thunder Road. Also, the ACT and the wheel of the pace car brings it in. 7 laps remain. Travis Calkins on the inside. The 4, Doug Murphy on the outside under turn 4. Green flag. Calkins gets the jump on the restart. Murphy hanging tough on the outside as they continue to swap back and forth since the green flag. 00, Joe Steffen now battling for second spot. 29, Mark Jones in trouble in the front stretch. He hangs onto the car. Down the back straightaway they go. The 21, Travis Calkins, your leader, second place. Joe Steffen of the 00. Then it's Doug Murphy in the 4. John Hayes in the 8 car. 5 laps to go. 4 to go. As Calkins comes across the line, look out the 44. Justin Hart sideways in the back of the pack. Your low point cars from segment 1 are all trapped in the last quarter of the field. Your mini Milk Bowl winner is going to, oh, look out the 23 gets sideways. Hangs onto the car. The 90 looks like he may have a tire going down in the 23 car. He does. A tire going soft in the 23. of David Welch. Can he hang on to the car? As the 99 Roger Brown tries to make his way up through. No, Welch fades. Another potential leader in the Mini Milk Bowl gets shot down. The 23 David Welch. The 21 Travis Calkins continues to lead. Oh, trouble in the front stretch. Yellow flag. Chip Grenier into the wall. Gets hammered by the 23 David Welch. Caution on the speedway. Everybody on the binders. And everybody makes it through. To pay dirt. Green, white checker on the restart. The 00, Joe Stephan on the outside. Green, white checker. Here's the green. Calkins finished 29th in segment 1. All he can do is win this one and try to place in the top 10. White flag on Calkins. White flag to battle for second place. Joe Stephan on the outside of the 8 car of John Hayes. Checkers are in the air out of turn 4. Calkins wins the segment. Joe Stephan second. Third place, the 8 car of John Hayes. The 16, David Redmond. The 12, Reno Gervais. And the 23 finishes that off with 3 spinners on the checkered flag.
What's your name and where are you from?
Brian Taylor from Danville, Vermont.
Well, awfully nice to have you here. Regular?
Once in a while.
Well, you need to be more than once in a while for $1,548. You go to high school up there?
I graduated in 1999.
Oh, good for you. From Danville?
Yep.
So nice to have you here. Who are you cheering for in the Milk Bowl?
Derek Ming.
All right. Congratulations. Thank you for coming. Derek Ming fan. This is where they cheer as much for each other as the crowd cheers for the individual that they appreciate out here on the track. Beetle got second, you think? Third?
Third, I think.
Good for you.
I just want to thank my sponsors, Barry Books, Fouillon Corval, Seaford Lettering, Pro Heat, Duxbury Auto Tech, my crew, my wife, my kids.
Look at this, they're bringing the parts of the car out. Still unhooking, getting the helmet off. Finish is on the board, there you see it. 80 gets it, Chris Grout gets second, Beetle Bailey gets third, and here's your winner. Let's hear it for Pete Ainsworth. The Ford did it. Pete, you didn't dance nearly as well as that street stock kid did.
What?
I tell you, what a race this was. I tell you, when I went up before this race, I was thinking, boy, could I go for a drink of milk? And boy, I gotta tell you what, this is something else to go out here and win the Milk Bowl. We never had good luck at the Milk Bowl. It's a real tough race to do, and when you can go through and win one of these at this track right here, this is what it's all about, you know. My crew, they did a really good job in this car all day. I don't know if anybody saw in practice, we were way out to lunch the first couple of practices. We changed springs, we changed everything, you know. We went out there and didn't really know how it was going to handle, but it worked out pretty good today, huh? I got thanks by my sponsors here in Granite Hills Credit Union, Harry's Pharmacy, Froggy 100.9, Shiner Blind, La Pizzeria, Pete's Auto, A1 Graphics, Myers, Brad's Taxidermy, The Source, Simply Subs, and I tell you what, how about that Scott for center? Now, let's get Phil up there again. What do you say?
All right, all right. You know, you could replace, if you get sick of this, you can replace Dave Moody. I mean, you really can carry on.
Well, I tell you, Dave's pretty good. He's got some...
Yeah, he is pretty good. He's out in Kansas City today. All right, let's have the presentation of the award. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
Very good job. Okay. All right, good for you. There's a short intermission. Pete Ainsworth, about the only Ford in the field. Left parts and pieces all over the racetrack. Chris Grout, congratulations to you on second place.
Thanks, Ken. I can't believe it. I worked all year to get one of these things. I got to thank my crew putting this thing back together week after week. We haven't had the best of luck this year.
my wife, my father, Cody Chevrolet, Harvads, Green Mountain Radiator, Berlin Health and Rehab, whoever I'm forgetting that's helped me out this year. Can't say enough.
Okay, well, you did a great job here today. It was dramatically close in the points. It was decided by a point, and it's Pete Ainsworth getting it all done today. The top three. The 47 of Ryan Moore round out the field. Here we go. Pace cars in the final 50 laps of the New England Dodge Dealers. Nuke Bowl, here we come in a turn 4. Green flag. Green flag is out, and the 14, Phil Scott, who lost the radiator in segment 2, jumps to the lead in the 14 car. Down the back straightaway they go. Keep your eye on the low point cars. They include the 3, Cooper McRitchie, the 44, Dave Pembroke, Patrick LaPearl, and Bobby Dragon and Derek Bing. Those are your low point cars, and the 8 are Rich Lowry right there as well. Those are the drivers to watch as this unfolds right in front of our very eyes. Lap 4 down, Phil Scott leads it. Down the back straightaway again, into turn 3 and 4 now. Lap number 5 clicks away. 45 laps remain. And we crown the New England Dodge Dealers the Nuke Bowl at Thunder Road. The best short track racing in America, the American Canadian Tour Dodge Series, racing their way into the record books here at Thunder Road in the 39th running of the Dodge Dealers Nuke Bowl. Phil Scott, your leader in the 14, Jacob McGrath second in the 72, then it's the 70 of Scott Dragon, Herb Drug in the 90 car. The 52, Buzzy Bazanson, is in the 6th position. 7th is the 75 of Pete Pecto. 8th, Gene Paul Sear in the 64. 9th, the 2 of Tracy Belrose. Look out, LaPearl sideways in the 91. Hangs onto the car, brings it all the way to the wall. Sam Karen cuts the right rear tire down. Yellow flag, caution on the speedway. Pace cars in. Here we come. 41 laps remain. Phil Scott getting a bit of a jump, and we're going to wave it off. In row number 2, out of turn 4, we're back to green. Bobby Dragon squarely on the start, collects the car. Phil Scott takes the lead, Jacob McGrath second. Third is the 70 of Scott Dragon out of turn 4. Here comes the field. Pembroke in the Trenchless Technologies, Vermont State Employees Credit Union, car number 44, works the inside lane. He's got a point up on the 3 car of Cooper McRitchie. Pembroke on the move in the 44, down the inside, under Joey LeCare in the 15. Phil Scott leads lap 12. Jacob McGrath, Scott Dragon, Brent Dragon. Then it's the 90 Herb Drug, your top 5. Look out, 3 wide out of turn 4. Gene Paul Sear, oh, gets into the wall. 3 wide does not work on the front stretch of Thunder Road. And Gene Paul Sear just got reminded of that as he falls back several positions now in the Four Seasons real estate car. going backwards. 3 wide again in turn 4. Gene Paul Sear, 3-time winner this season on the Dodge Tour, going backwards in a 64 car. Dave Pembroke, your first of the low point cars, in line in front of the 91 Patrick LaPearl, the 73 Bobby Dragon, and the 31 car of Derek Bing. Cooper McCritchie way back. McCritchie all the way to the tail. Cooper McCritchie losing points hand over fist in the Milk Bowl Championship. Bill Scott continues to lead in the 14. Jacob McGrath, Scott Dragon, Brent Dragon, the 90 Herb Drugger top 5. Fuzzy Bazanson working his way up into the top 5 now in the 52 car. Tracy Melrose working the outside lane on the outside of the 75 of Pete Bechtel. That battle is for 7th position. Bechtel has the spot. David Pembroke in the 44 car. The Vermont State Employees Credit Union car is right now. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. Is leading the charge of low point drivers. Dave Pembroke in the 44, Patrick LaPearl the 91, Bobby Dragon the 73, and the 31 of Derek Bing. All nose to tail into turns 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Your low point cars nose to tail down the back stretch. Rich Lowry right there behind him now. Halfway this time. $500 from New Hampshire National Speedway goes to Phil Scott in the 14. The 40 car, Dwayne Lanfair working the outside. The defending champion of the Vermont Chevy, or the New England Dodge Dealers Milk Bowl, works the outside of Chad Wheeler in the 92. Wheeler on the inside, Lanfair on the outside, takes the spot away, and now he works on the 75 of Pete Bechtel. Laps remain now. 22 laps to go for Phil Scott in the 14. Dave Pembroke on his way in his 3rd year of late model stock car racing, his 2nd year of the Dodge Tour, to win his first ever New England Dodge Dealers Milk Bowl. He works the inside of Todd Stone now. Down the back straightaway. There he looks to split the 75 of Pete Bechtel. Tiptoeing through the field, the 44 car of Dave Pembroke. Now the 1 car Stone gets to the outside of Bechtel. And now the 44, Pembroke looks to change lanes on the outside of Bechtel. Oh, the 1 car, Todd Stone and Bechtel touch down the front straightaway. Down the back straightaway. Here they go. The 1, Todd Stone, makes his way past Bechtel. Now the 44, Pembroke, sideways across the front, makes his way by. Dave Pembroke and the Vermont State Employees Credit Union. Car number 44 makes the move past Pete Bechtel, the 91. Patrick LaPearl makes his way through, as does Bobby Dragon in the 73 car. 15 laps to go when Phil Scott crosses the line. 15 to go. Dave Pembroke looks to be on his way to winning his first ever Dodge Dealers Milk Bowl in the 44 car. Bobby Dragon makes his way past Pete Bechtel. A little sideways out of turn 4 goes Dragon's number 73. Derek Bing on the outside of Joey LeCaire as they come up upon the 75 of Bechtel. Bobby Dragon now dismisses the 75. Your leader crosses the line. 10 laps to go when Phil Scott comes back. 10 to go for Phil Scott, 10 to go for Dave Pembroke, Patrick LaPearl, Bobby Dragon, and Derek Bing. As they work their way through the field, Brent Dragon makes it to the inside of Jacob McGrath. Pembroke, Patrick LaPearl breaking away from the rest of the low point cars. LaPearl takes a peek up high. LaPearl takes a peek up high to the outside of Dave Pembroke. Phil Scott leads lap 42. Scott now clicks off 43. Look out, Melrose sideways. Tracy Melrose gets turned. And turn 4 as he comes back onto the speedway. Right outside the 73 of Bobby Dragon. 5 laps to go. 5 to go when Phil Scott comes back. 5 laps shown to Phil Scott. Oh, Sam Carrot goes around. 5 to go. And that's it. The 2002 Dodge Dealers Milk Bowl will be history. And just 4 more laps now. No change in the low point cars. Dave Pembroke still ahead of Patrick LaPearl. The 73 Bobby Dragon. The 31 of Derek Bing. 3 laps now. 3. Gonna show 2 laps to go when Phil Scott comes back to the line. 2 to go when Scott brings the Lambertson Electric car number 14 across the stripe. 2 to go now. Just a half-mile left for Phil Scott in the segment. A half-mile left for the 44, Dave Pembroke. Patrick LaPearl driving an outstanding race here this afternoon as they come to the white flag. This time, 1 lap to go for Phil Scott. 1 lap to go for Dave Pembroke, Patrick LaPearl, Bobby Dragon. The 31 of Derek Bing. Cooper McCritchie coming back up through now. McCritchie's just 2 spots from Derek Bing. Checkers now, Phil Scott, Scott Dragon, Brent Dragon, Bob Drug, Buzzy Bizantz in your top 5 in the segment, and we'll get the unofficial Milk Bowl final tally in a moment. Cooper McCritchie certainly came...
And the winner is just about ready to clamber out of his car, ladies and gentlemen, from the Capitol on Billiard, the Pembroke. His brother, the group on this woman, he's done it, and get ready to drink the milk. And he's putting back a few tears here. Congratulations.
Hey guys, why don't we get down a little bit so that they can see?
Bob Dragon saying, good job, fella. Here's Tom Curley congratulating David Pembroke, becoming the 39th different winner of the Milk Bowl, part of the new breed of young men who come along the last 4 or 5 years. And what about the veterans and the kids today? Congratulating David. Let's see if we can get a word with these guys. What a magnificent run for this number 44 car. You really had to drive defensively, try to keep those guys behind you that you needed to, but you had to get by as many cars as you could. You win it by a point in a three-way contest.
What a great deal. I've got to thank my sponsors first. My state place very huge. Pretty great technologies, very service station. And then I've got to thank the guys who work on my car. They made me look good.
I think you need that.
Oh, they made you look great, didn't they? They include
my dad, Ed Everett, and my brother Bob, and then Matt Shepard, and they made it happen.
Did you think the driving was just so exceptional? The whole field, what, a tenth of a second apart? We've never had competition like this in the Milk Bowl.
Yeah, the competition here is unbelievable. I knew it wasn't going to take 10 or 15 minutes doing this. The way the competition is, I don't know what I had for points, but probably close to 20 or so.
Warming the left cheek.
Real competitive, a lot of fun to beat Bobby Dragon, who's somebody
If you take a half a step, there you go. Now we'll be able to see you four.
All right, well, you did a beautiful job, and here's the presentation of the award. Fantastic job.
Thank you very much.
Lou Rettenmeyer, Scott, making the presentation. Here comes the mill. David, you got to come this way. All right, right there.
Oh, guys, watch it. Watch it.
One other little thing you have to do with the Milk Bowl. And ladies and gentlemen, here it is. You should have talked to Lampier. He's an expert. What's her name, Annie?
David, break the mouth off first. Wait for mouth off with your, wait it off with your sleeve. Yeah, wait it off with your suture. That was practice.
Today was so great all day long, and Bobby that's finished third. I mean, we got a good podium, and I had the pole. In the first segment, I was mad at myself because I lost the first segment. I started the pole. But anyway, I want to thank my sponsor that is here, the Assemblance, and all the Québécois here. Merci tous les Québécois qui étaient ici aujourd'hui. And thank you very much.
And here's Bob Dragon. I can't tell you how much it means to so many Vermonters to see you back here and run so beautifully as you have today.
Yeah, the old guys can't stop in line in the first and second segment and saying, come on now, look for us here. And, so I was just trying to hang on there and do the best I could, but this has been a lot of fun today. I really enjoyed it.
Taking over.
Maybe time to go back out here and say the numbers aloud. I don't know. I'd like to hang around a little bit longer.
Oh, everybody here would like to hang around.
Yeah, fantastic. It was such a great weekend for us.
Such a great sport.
And
Bob Dragon, one more main event. Went to NASCAR back with us today. Just what a grand time. Oh, we've got younger people here too. What's that?
That's Bobby's granddaughter.
All right, well, we get right over here. Bob Dragon's son Scott and the granddaughter is here. She's about 6 months.
oh, we got to change something in the car.
There's a long tail between. Dr. Ferry. You know Dr. Ferry? Yeah. She was born.